In the tender glow of the late afternoon sun, the entrance to the sprawling manor shone like gentle keepers of a world brimming with boundless wealth. Yet on this special day, the man by those gates looked nothing like a magnate. His faded blue clothing hung softly over his slight frame, his hat rested gently on his brow, and his worn hand shelled the cool iron bars as if they were his only support. To any passerby, he was just an aging doorman earning a simple day's wage. No one could have dreamed that behind the soft lines etched into his kind, weathered face was a man who owned more land than the heart could imagine. Businesses across half the earth and a soul both touched and wounded by life's choices. This was William Carter, and today his sign was not to protect the manor, but to nurture his only son's future. If you cherish kindness, second chances, and the beauty of seeing people for their true hearts, not their riches, please pause to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Kindness Tales Stories. Together we can share tales that heal hearts and inspire hope. William's plan had grown over weeks, each day guiding him closer to the truth he longed for. His son Michael was promised to a lovely young woman named Emily, whose grace could brighten any room, but whose heart William had yet to know. He had seen too many friends lose fortunes and their spirits by trusting the wrong soul with their lives. So he chose a gentle yet revealing test. He would dress as a humble doorman for a week, standing at the manor's gates. Emily would one day join as his daughter-in-law. Only his dearest aide knew of this quiet plan. To Emily, he would be unseen unless her kindness shone through. The first day passed softly. Emily arrived in a chauffeured car, the glimmer of a pearl bracelet catching the light as she stepped out, her fragrance lingering like a whisper of elegance. William offered a warm nod, but she didn't meet his eyes. Her phone held her attention. Day after day, it was clear she hardly saw him. He opened the gates each morning and closed them each evening, rain or shine, without a word from her. William sought no grand deeds, just a spark of compassion, but found none. Then came a moment that would linger in his heart forever. Emily arrived earlier than usual, her rose-hued gown glowing against the manor's ivory walls. She seemed troubled, murmuring softly as she neared the gates. William opened them, stepping gently aside. Suddenly she paused before him, a plastic bottle in her hand filled with a dark, sticky drink. With a faint smirk that didn't touch her eyes, she poured it over his head. The cold liquid soaked his hat, trickled down his face, and stained his shirt with sorrow. She laughed, a sound sharp enough to pierce his heart, and walked away as if nothing had happened. William stood still. The clothing clung to his skin, as did the pain. His thoughts turned to his late wife, who always said, "You see Apperson's soul in how they treat those who can give them nothing." In that moment, William knew his son faced a future that could wound him deeply. Yet William was patient. He needed to be sure, to know if this cruelty was a passing moment or her true heart. Over the next days, he watched her quietly. She never apologized. She offered no kind word even after that day. Instead, she grew more distant, more entitled. William's heart grew heavier, knowing the talk ahead would hurt his son deeply. When the day of truth arrived, William shed the faded clothing and slipped into the tailored suit that once felt like home. The doorman was gone. The magnate had returned. He called Emily and Michael to the grand hall of the manor, its marble floors gleaming under chandeliers that had witnessed generations of family moments. Michael was puzzled, unaware of what was to come. Emily's eyes widened as William entered, no longer a quiet figure by the gates, but a man radiating gentle strength. With a calm voice and eyes that saw all, William shared the story of his week, of the doorman who was invisible, unworthy of her notice, until he became a target of scorn. Emily's face shifted from shock to fear, searching for words that wouldn't come. Michael's hand, once resting in hers, slowly pulled away. The silence in that hall was so deep it felt like the walls were listening. Emily tried to explain, calling it a jest or a bad day, but the harm was done. William didn't raise his voice or shame her further. He simply said that love without respect is a home built on sand. The engagement ended that day, not with a storm of anger, but with the quiet, unshakable truth of a test failed. Michael was heartbroken, but in time he saw his father's actions as love, not meddling. Months later, he met someone whose kindness glowed warmer than her smile. A woman who, upon meeting Theminor's true doorman, shook his hand and thanked him for his care. William watched them one evening, their laughter echoing through the gardens, and felt the heavy weight in his chest lift at last. If this tale warmed your heart, please like, share and subscribe to Kindness Tales Stories, so more can feel the power of looking beyond wealth and appearances. Before you go, I have a special request. Please comment below with your thoughts on this. A tale. Do you think William did the right thing? Your words matter more than you know. Life has a way of showing truth when we least expect it. Sometimes the greatest tests are not in boardrooms, battlefields, or classrooms, but in the quiet, everyday moments that reveal how truly are. William's story is not just about wealth or secrets. It is about values that last. Kindness, respect, humility, and the courage to protect loved ones from harm, even when it hurts. In a world where appearances can mislead, it is easy to judge by clothes, cars, or titles. But as William's disguise showed, none of those hide or enhance a person's true heart. A kind soul shines in any moment, and an unkind one will eventually show itself even in the brightest guise. Many of us may never need to pretend to be someone else to find truth, but we all face moments when we choose how to treat others. Will we turn away from someone struggling or offer a hand? Will we judge by what we see or seek what lies within? If William's journey taught us anything, it is that love without kindness is empty, and respect is the true foundation of any relationship worth keeping. Let this tale be a reminder that small acts, a smile, a thank you, a moment of patience, can mean more than any display of wealth. If this message touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Kindness Tales Stories. And in the comments, tell us, have you ever seen someone's true nature revealed in an unexpected moment?